We're excited to reveal that the Dodec station type is coming to Elite Dangerous. Will be unlockable for 50,000 arcs on the 11th of November, alongside the update to system colonization.
What was that?
Stars, have you felt like a certain station type has been missing from Elite Dangerous?
Unlockable for arcs. I mean, it's just a cosmetic look of it, but
A few moments later.
If it would actually unlock any kind of a functionality, but it's a skin. I take it. If it's not a skin, well, now then we can start looking at... Anyways, carrying on.
Alongside the update to system the Dodec provides your system with a higher population and standard of living, as well as increased tech level, wealth, and development level.
I was giving them benefit of the doubt! Naive fucking Yamiks, Jesus Christ! I was giving the benefit of the doubt. No! Okay, this is the exclusive version of pay to win. My God! So, yeah,
Oh, I made myself sad.
that's exactly how I felt seeing the news announced how Elite Dangerous is planning to further expand their microtransaction store and adding to the list of things they're willing to whore out as the big-ass stations as well for approximately 25 bucks. And to make it even more appealing or disgusting depending on your perspective, you get to plop one of these stations down with a one-time use token instantly. No building, just straight up credit card gameplay. According to some claims, building a similar size and tier station takes around 60 hours alone. Yes, that's right, for a price of a moderate DLC or a small expansion that in normal games used to add new gameplay, features, items, story, and more. Now, in Elite Dangerous, you get this, a fucking station. This would be extremely hilarious if it wasn't so sad. And yes, it has been confirmed that this station would remain for money purchases only, setting a brand new precedent for the game and its monetization. So yeah, this is straight up pay to win. The exclusive kind, no less. And do not avert your eyes or call it anything else. The game deserves to be called out for this bullshit. And I know Yamiks has been talking about pay to win here and that and blah blah blah, but now more than ever I think you owe it to the game to actually be honest and call it that too. And again, if you really want to know what actually is pay to win and how it affects games, please check out my dissertation. But even if you are one of those people who refuse to use this dirty title because it is really dirty, reality is simple. With this move, Frontier Developments, the developer of Elite Dangerous, is further pushing their monetization attempts of the game. And this new station being exclusive is attempting the same status and positioning as a fully fledged expansion of the game. Same price, same exclusivity, yet none of the actual content to you, none of the value to you, or none of the respect for you as the customer. And I doubt anyone's dumb enough to defend this practice. I agree with general consensus. If they want to make more money, just put out a paid expansion, including content such as this. Making the station content locked behind the Ark's paywall doesn't feel as honest as paid expansion would. Hey team, I think you're flying too close to the sun with this one. I think everyone understands that Elite Team isn't massive and you need to keep lights on, the game alive, and your plates full. However, this honestly crossed the line into pay to win. By definition, pay to win is giving players an advantage that can only be paid for, and this checks the box, as the station provides unique benefits and is more than just a cool cosmetic. People are willing to give leeway to some degree, but this is pushing the envelope too far. Right then, so first of all, there are plenty of misconceptions about pay to win. First of all, there is no definition. It's a term that is being tossed around about somebody using credit card to win something. The fact of the matter is, as I've investigated in my video, you can watch it, please do. Generally speaking, the advantage you're gaining in any kind of a money transaction when you're getting something immediately is not just the thing itself, which, again, for example, the station today, but also time. For example, right? The time advantage, instantly getting something, or an XP booster, for example, right? You are progressing faster because you spent money on that XP booster, or buying that item immediately. Pay to win refers to also buying, let's say, a ship and getting it instantly, even if you, by normally playing the game, would otherwise also get it. It's so easy for people to forget the time advantage. But obviously, because this time it's so much in your face and it also has exclusive features to the money purchase, now people are also calling it a pay to win. But do not be fooled. Lifetime Expansion Pass, or LEP, is a content pass for Elite Dangerous that includes ownership of any and all expansions produced for the game. Also, a locked paywall? No way! So yeah, once again, these Lifetime Pass expansion holders, yeah, they just basically get screwed. Because hey, they once trusted Frontier Developments to release expansions and other things, and thought that, hey, that's a decent deal for a future investment. No. Once again, it's just, no, it's a spit in your face, and hard not to call it a scam. The slippery slope is getting slipperier. I don't know, voicing concerns is good, but it's not even close to Panther Clipper's launch and the hauling community goal. That was the rock bottom. The rock bottom so far. Oh no! Vote with your wallets. Unfortunately, many people will vote with their wallets by paying for it. Unfortunately, bro, you guys want the devs to keep the lights on, right? It's on the backs of the people with their wallets that the free-to-play players get to play the game that continues to get support from the developer. Oh god, I'm so sick and tired of this argument. We're not talking about developers producing free content at perpetuity. Remember, we're all willing to pay for something good. The problem is the developers are releasing these cheap pieces of shit, gating the gameplay off that normally, especially right now, would be costing literally a normal expansion with value content in it like story, gameplay, features, and so much more. And defending these decisions by saying, well, they need to keep the lights on somehow. No, this is the case of just making all of the money rather than just good amount of money. Because it's a lot easier to make these microtransactions rather than quality content. And don't you want better game too? Why are you defending them cheaping out? They are testing how far they can push the elite community in terms of money. I understand a temporary paywall for ships, but a permanent paywall for a station is getting a little too close to the edge. Oh, who could have predicted that? Up to now, I was happy to pay for things in-game, but now it feels like Frontier Development see me as a farm animal to be milked for cash, and it doesn't feel good. I don't know why this has affected me so much, but this has demotivated me completely. I just started my tier 3 station and I can't even bear to think about it. I'm going to have to rethink my life choices. So much time wasted on this trash. And there you go. That's the effect of not just microtransactions, but more specifically pay to win. Once you see and once you understand how it works, that not just, this exclusive crap, but also such things as ship purchases are affecting the game, not just in one monetary way, but more than that, by design. And further down the line, also cutting piecemeal your own game back to you. Well, what else is there to just think? You can barely think as a game anymore, really. This is why I was so disheartened when I saw them actually starting to sell these ship packages, because it's really no different to me, and all it leaves is just pure sadness. Yeah, TheYamiks is gonna love this one. No. Immensely disheartened to see how this game is going. They literally created the problem, made Trailblazers retreat, to sell the solution. Instant build of a T3 station. It's insane! Of course, the whales are clapping. They made the game more grindy again and added more ways to waste your time and money. Meanwhile, they're inventing static dungeons. Totally not a dated gameplay idea, which from what they said, seem pretty gamey of an addition since they are replayable. and not at all grounded. The FPS module needs to be torn out and rebuilt entirely if they want anyone to play that shit, and if they really cared about having a stepping stone for EVA and interiors. Anyways, this year was starting strong, it's ending really pitifully. Honestly, right, I don't want to say pay to win, but this is literally how pay to win operates. You make a problem and sell the solution. In most cases, it comes in the form of excessive grind and selling time savers, you know, buying the ship immediately or giving you an XP booster. That progresses you faster in the game. Even if it's, well, you can earn it normally. That's the trick. That's where the pay to win is the most dangerous. Not in the exclusive stuff, because you can immediately notice that something's wrong. It's in this little shit that is the time savers. You know, pay to skip. That's why you should never avert your eyes from it. But as for the FPS module, well, god damn it, yeah, I agree with that. Honestly, the default FPS for on-foot combat is bad. I analyzed it here somewhere, really, go check it out, but it's bad. And the fact that there is no EVA or ship interiors really harms the game in the immersion category, as well as more. And honestly, it's really hard not to point at that other game. You know, the other game. It's crazy how some players are confused, like they didn't know what would happen anyway. Some players think the front-end developments are their friends and they should keep on supporting them. This is a company and companies make money, and I'm not here to support a company. And I already bought the game 2 times plus Odyssey. I already bought the Corsair and Panther when they came out, not to support just because I liked, and it gave me advantages, I won't lie. So to those who do it to support, I'm really doubtful of their real motives. This is not a cool practice at all. They should not be doing this to a community that's been there for a decade. At the end of the day, whether or not you're advocating against microtransactions as hard as TheYamiks does or not, remember that everyone laughs at EA and Ubisoft and other big publishers when they shove microtransactions in their games and we point and laugh at them, but when your favorite spacey chippy game does it, you know, this little Elite Dangerous, all of a sudden, oh, it's just acceptable, it's fine, they need to make money somehow, right? All of a sudden, it's good, right? How? How is it good? How the hell is this even acceptable in the first place? Don't you think that as a fan or even an enjoyer of a video game, don't you owe it to the game to be honest about it? To not accept garbage from it when it's being pushed in your face? Within the last 18 months, I've seen Elite Dangerous pushing further and further these microtransactions, and I fear they won't stop. They can't stop. I already warned and talked about the ship selling way back when they first announced that Python Mark II at the start of 2024. And yet, instead of I told you so, I honestly just feel immense sadness. This is not healthy. And like burning planks of your house to keep warm, this is not gonna end well. And I believe that every fan of the game owe it to the game itself to call this shit as pay to win properly. Do not avert your eyes or gaze. The dirty term has to be used.